SoFi is down about 40% year to date. The stock ran from the mid-15s all the way to nearly 20 in April. Then Q1 earnings came out, genuine beat on revenue and member growth, and the stock dropped back into that $15 zone and has really been sitting there since. I have assigned shares like a lot of us do. I use the product. I'm still running covered calls when I can, and I get asked weekly whether I've given up on this one or not. So let me give you an honest current picture of where things stand and what I'm actually doing with my SoFi position right now. Here's the full SoFi picture as of, let's say, mid-May here, or 2026. Q1 2026 results, revenue came in at 1.1 billion against a 1.05 billion expectation. EPS of 12 cents was in line with estimates. The company now has 14.7 million members, which is up 35% from a year ago. That's some real growth. The business, it's expanding. But two things drove the post-earnings selling. The Galileo technology platform, which is the part of the business that provides infrastructure to other fintech companies, it came in weaker than expected due to losing a large customer. And second, while the company reaffirmed its full year 2026 guidance of 60 cents in adjusted EPS and 4.65 billion in adjusted net revenue, the Q2 forecast for margin was slightly below what some analysts were actually hoping for. On top of that, Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, they flagged rising charge-offs in the lending book and shifting toward more capital-intensive lending. Multiple firms cut their price targets on SoFi. Mizuho cut their target from 38 to 29, but kept their buy rating. The stock dropped roughly 12% the morning after earnings. The current price is around $15.50. The 52-week range runs from $12.74 on the low end to $32.73 on the high end. The stock is sitting near the lower end of that range, obviously. One thing that stands out though, CEO Anthony Noto bought nearly $250,000 worth of SoFi stock personally on May 8th at around $15.73 per share. That's his third personal purchase this year. That's not a public relations move in my opinion. That's someone putting his own money where his mouth is. Here's the framework I'm using though right now on my SoFi position. I don't think so about SoFi in terms of whether the stock will go up next month, okay? I don't know. No one does. What I think about is whether the business itself is growing, whether the long-term thesis is still intact, and whether my current position is manageable given where the stock actually is. On the business, 42% revenue growth, 35% member growth, record loan originations, full year guidance reaffirmed. Look, the business is executing. The stock is not reflecting that right now in my opinion, but those are fundamentals, me personally, I can work with. On the thesis side, SoFi is trying to become a one-stop financial services platform. We got banking, lending, investing, insurance, all in one app for a customer base that skews younger and higher income. That story hasn't changed. The Galileo weakness is real, but it's tied to one lost client, not a structural collapse of the entire platform. On the position, I have assigned shares at a cost basis above the current price, like a lot of us do. The covered call phase is generating income cycle by cycle slowly. The question I ask is, at the price available for the covered calls right now, am I making some meaningful progress on my cost basis, or am I just going through the motions, okay? Let's talk about the covered call reality though. With SoFi trading around $15.50 and the elevated uncertainty keeping, IV high, the options market, it's paying reasonably well for covered calls even at some conservative strikes, right? A 30-day covered call at the 17 or 17.50 strike is, well above the current price and has some meaningful resistance, might generate around $75 a contract, right? Depending on the week. On a 200 share position, that's maybe an extra $150 per cycle. That premium directly reduces our cost basis. If I've been assigned, let's say at 22 and have collected, $4 in total premium across several cycles, my cost basis now is 18. The 17.50 covered call means I'd exit at 17.50 plus all prior premium. Still a loss on the original purchase, but a smaller one. And if I keep running it, that keeps narrowing. The question isn't whether this recovers fast. The question is whether the business is stable enough for that covered call phase, that it can actually grind forward without the stock collapsing further. At $15.50 with $15 as a key support level, that's the real risk to watch. Let's talk about the CEO buying, right? The fact that Anthony Noto has now made 3 personal stock purchases in 2026, totaling well over $700K of his own money at prices between $15 and $22. In my opinion, that's a meaningful context. Executives sell stock for 100 different reasons. They buy stock for one though. They believe it's worth more than the current price. Noto isn't buying these shares as part of his compensation plan. He's going into the open market and writing writing a check at $15.73 on May 8th, buying 16,000 shares is a statement that he sees the current price as too low. Look, that doesn't guarantee the stock's going to go up, but it does tell you that the person who has the most information about the company thinks the current level is an opportunity, not just a fair assessment. Let's talk about the primary bid acquisition. One newer development, right? SoFi agreed to acquire Primary Bid, a UK-based fintech that gives retail investors access to deals that normally only go to institutional investors. IPOs, secondary offerings, that kind of stuff, okay? And this fits the broader SoFi thesis, right? Build a platform that gives everyday people access to financial products previously reserved for the wealthy. The deal is small in terms of dollars and won't move the needle immediately, but it adds another piece to the one-stop financial platform story that is SoFi. Whether it creates some real value totally depends on the execution over the next few years, but we'll see. For now, it's a signal about where management sees the product roadmap really going. But here's my honest summary and take on SoFi. SoFi is genuinely a complicated position right now, okay? The business is growing, the CEO is buying, the platform strategy is intact. At the same time, credit quality concerns are real, multiple analysts have cut targets, and the stock is sitting 40% below where it started the year with $15 as a critical line in the sand. For someone running covered calls from an assigned position, the strategy, it's still manageable if the stock holds above 15 and you're disciplined about your strike selection. Every cycle reduces effective cost basis. Every quarter of business growth adds to that case that this isn't a company in structural decline. It's a company that got priced at perfection and is now trading through the reset. For someone considering new put positions on SoFi, the elevated I-fee, look, it really makes premiums really attractive, but the credit quality concerns and analyst pressure means this isn't kind of a set and forget kind of wheel candidate anymore. It requires some genuine monitoring and a real answer to the question, would I be comfortable owning 100 more shares at my strike if the stock dropped another 15%? I got some questions for you guys in the comments. Number one, where are you at? Are you currently holding SoFi from an assignment? And are you running any kind of covered calls, or did you decide to just exit the position after the post earnings drop? Let us know down below. Number two, the $15 support level is a key technical line right now. Are you watching it closely, or are you focusing more on the business fundamentals than the charts? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, if you're somebody that wants to get started with the Ark Options Strategy and get my 15 favorite stocks all under $30, click the first link in the description of today's video. That's going to take you to our Ark Options workshop. It's about 90 minutes long, and you get a bunch of incredible free bonuses just for attending. So click that first link in the description of today's video, guys. Remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.